We were discussing about the this one, right? Anyone remember the integration name?
I think you're doing different user ones here,
Muhammad Sloan.
not this one.
Huh?
I think you're using different user.
Okay. Same user, right?
I think AD is something.
Okay. Go to the project. In the project load only we have done, right? Okay, this one, right? So employee database insert.
Okay.
So this one only. Unlock. Okay, so we have done the uh, relationship between the department and employee right here. So we have done the relationship between the department and employee here, and we are passing the payload, sample payload here. Hmm? And the main important part we have missed here is, so whatever the data we are getting from the payload as a trigger point. So client will send any data. Okay, client will send any data. So that data, so just we have passed the payload. Why? Because we need to maintain the structure. So when you maintain the structure, then only the columns, whatever the columns are there, that columns we are going to send this data to this department employee table. So for that, what you will click on edit. So if you are not maintaining the structure in the this one, so then this will not be created. This will not be created. So now what you will do, you have to. So this is the table columns. So this is the table columns. So this is the client will pass the payload. So whatever the client will pass the payload, so that payload data will be anything. To maintain the structure only, I have created the sample data in the rest in the request wrapper. So in this example, departments will be multiple or employees also will be multiple, right? So end user will not pass only one department or multiple departments. Hmm? End user will pass a department, only one department or
One
multiple.
department.
Multiple departments also you can pass, right? One department, multiple employees in one record. So it may be multiple departments also, no?
Yeah.
So whenever you have multiple concept will come, then this repeating element is there, na? So this box, something is there, right? No, did you observe or not? Box, something is there, right? Hmm?
Assumption.
So this box, we need to map like this. If I map like this, what will happen? Internally for each group will be added. Internally, the for each group will be added. If you want to see for each group, what you can do, click on validate. You can press the exercise. You will see the for each group. Got it or not? Check this. Even when you pass the payload also, guys, here, when you pass the sample payload also, don't create only one record. Don't add only one record sample payload. If you have passed the only one record sample payload, so this repeating element will not come. Okay, let me bring that payload last class we have discussed. Just a minute. So if you see departments, this department's name, it is coming here if you observe here or not. So this department names, why it is coming repeating element? Because if you look at this one, so this is one department. In our payload, we have created another department also. So that is the reason here it is coming repeating element. Did you observe? No? Hello?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes, okay.
So now what you will do? Click on department by department name. Okay, now employees. Employees also repeating element. Not coming.
XX employee function.
Sorry. Employee number. Employee name. Job name. Manager. Validate. So here, if you observe carefully, guys, in the employee table, department number column is there or not? Department number column is there, but we are not sending the data to department number in the employee table. Why? Anyone can tell the answer. So in employee table, department number column, we are passing the payload. But when we do this XX employee collection, the department number attribute is not coming here. A department number element is not coming here. So why it is not coming?
You are using constant.
Considering for about department.
Huh? No.
Considering the DAP2, the loop element.
No. So in the collection, department number is there, right? So why not constraint? You remember yesterday, not yesterday, day before yesterday, we have given the relationship, right?
Selected the common column between these two.
We have given from the employee table department number, department table department number. So that is the reason. Department number element is not coming here, because the department number value, whatever you have mapped from the parent level, so that will be mapped here. That will be taken care by using relationship. Validate. Understand, Narendra?
It won't display
Yes,
in this
function.
one,
Yeah.
right, Anna?
Yes, here it will
Because
not
of
display
relationship.
because of the
Oh.
relationship. So as we have mapping done, right? So that is the reason this dot symbol gone. So client will pass the payload here. We are sending the data to this insert statement, and in between we are mapping the columns from the payload, attributes from the payload and columns in the database table. In between we are doing the mapping. Understand or not? Save the changes. So here this is coming stop. Why? Because why it is coming stop node? Because we have not mentioned the this one response element. We have not mentioned the response. Okay. So now what I will do, let me go back. Okay. So we need to add the this one, business identifiers. Department number. Okay, this one. Now refresh. Activate. So now guys, tell me guys, now we have to run our schedule.
Run.
Run, because we have taken the rest endpoint, the trigger point. So normally in the real time, right? So they will basically we are passing the payload right here manually, but in the real time, what it will happen is they will send the file to SFTP location. We are going to map that file to lookup. Okay, so when we run that lookup will be pick up the path of the FTP, and we can run. Okay, that example also will cover. So now just run this one. So now you can, there is no parameters here. Click on body. So you change some data here. This is 141. This is 141. This is 141. This is 141. Number 21. 21. 42. This is 142. Hmm? 150. 84. 42. 143. This one. 140.
You can same payload also write from
Same?
same payload.
Not same process again, but maybe you have someone is the same tables, right?
Okay.
So the data will mismatch, right? Means maybe unique constraint error will come. Same data also you can use, that's not a problem. Take this payload. Correct, right? 141, here 141, 141, 21, 22, 142, here 142, here 142, 83, 84, 143, 89, 90. Correct. Copy this one. I think you got this notes, right? Notes you got or not?
So Suzanne shared in the chat terms, group chat.
No, in the drive it is there, no?
No, I didn't check the drive.
Okay. External score. No, not that. Internal store. Run. Processing successfully completed. Right. Hmm? So,
Yes, ma'am.
any questions to ask at this moment?
I have a question on the requirement one thing. So
Hmm.
what are we going to do with this staging tables? Is it like we will develop some BIP reports, or how are we going to use this data in our cloud, actual cloud application?
For example, you have a data here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in this data, what you will do, for example, I would like to display this data into VBCS page.
Okay.
So we are getting the data from the third party system. So third party system data, I will store into some staging table in the ATP database. So now what we will do from here onwards, I want to display my custom application in VBCS or Apex, anything you can take. There I want to display. Or maybe what after you load the data, I want to do some transformation here. I want to add some logic here in the PL SQL. Anything you can take. So some kind of custom logic I want to build. So then after that, what you will do? I want to send that after you complete this logic. I want to send one file to one of the third party system. I want to send that. Okay. After you done the transformation, I want to send this data to one of the company head email.
Okay.
Anything. So anything I'm telling you. So this is the one example. Maximum I'm telling you, whatever the data you are storing, right? So this data which we are storing, why? Because we want to do some transformation here. Well, let's say for example, I have stored the data, right? Let's say salary 12,000 data. I want to do some kind of job name. I want to do some higher position. I want to change here. Some kind of transformation. For example, commission 10 is there. If the salary is 12,000 plus commission, I want to make that 30% or maybe 5%. Example, I'm telling you. So this kind of logic I want to build here. Maybe for example, if the salary greater than 50,000, manager name I want to change. Different manager name I want to add here. Client will send the data whichever they like, whichever they have. But that data I cannot do some kind of logic. OIC we cannot write the coding right here. Here we cannot write the coding. Only certain things we can do here. Like in Oracle apps also, why we have a staging table, custom table, we are going to store the data. Because
we have
we
more
want to do
control, we can do validation
control.
and all.
Validation, like that only, same. And also if you store this data in my ATP table, I can track, right? So some kind of flag value I can add here. So that the record successfully stored, something I can do. But where I cannot create these tables in Fusion, right? So those kind of things we can do in the ATP database. So if we have a custom table concept in Fusion, if we have a custom table concept in the Fusion, we don't need to store the data into ATP and we don't need to write the logic here. But Oracle given like that only, we have to go like that only. So Oracle,
this-
like in cloud, in SaaS version, we don't have a such kind of luxury to do any kind of changes.
Okay. And this ATP database, what we are querying, it is for OIC, I mean PaaS instance, is
Only PaaS.
alone or okay.
Only PaaS.
It doesn't connect to the other SaaS application URL what we are.
No.
Okay.
And one more example you're asking it. That is good question you're asking. One more example I will tell you. So why we are storing that is a valid question only, right? Why we are storing? Let's say for example, you have done some transformation here. Example that transformation done. Okay. So now we will pick up this data from the integration. That integration we can create at the BIP report. So in SaaS, so you have done the transformation here. Example I'm telling you. You have done the transformation here. Now the data ready. Transformed data ready here. Okay. Now this data I want to open from SaaS instance. How you can open? You can create one BIP. You can call this integration SOAP URL from where I will tell you. For example, integration will give one SOAP URL. So this is the REST endpoint, right? Like that, we can create our SOAP web service also. So where to see this REST endpoint that I already told you?
Okay, we cannot directly query the tables. So if we have to check the data of these tables, we should use SOAP URLs only.
Exactly,
We cannot
correct.
directly
So, yeah,
like a
correct.
select star from.
So this yeah, select star from you cannot use in the SaaS. Select star from you, whatever the data we have right here, this data directly you cannot use in the SaaS. It's not working. Dev 31 opening, huh? Harshit? Dev 31, huh?
Dev 17 and 31.
Dev 17, okay. Dev 31 also working. See now, if you see the BIP catalog, security reports, browse catalog. If you go to the data model, so if you see data set, there is an option called web service. So here you can give the name and web service URL name. So in OIC will give the if you see endpoint metadata, you copy this one. Copy this one, paste here. Like that, you can use, but the here limitation is only we can call the SOAP web service, not for the rest. Okay, now you understand why we are going to store the data in BADP. Are you able to hear or not?
Yes, Vamshi.
Okay. And this report, after you add this information, OIC, URL, everything, and the data will come, then this data I can call in the ESS job or anything. So this kind of requirements is coming nowadays.
Okay.
And this data I want to add in the UI. Then we will go for the VBCS.
VBCS. Okay. So that WSDL URL, whatever you show, will it give both tables data? We have two tables, right? Department and employee.
Then what we will do here? Correct. You are asking good question. That is also after the data has stored, right? Here what you will do? You write the select statement here.
Okay.
Same, you can take the another. I will tell you that one. Okay. In the next integration. I
Yeah,
will tell you.
joining both the
Joining
tables,
with,
we can prepare
then we,
everybody and
yes, correct. Then the response will give the XML, right? That XML you can create the BIP. Got it, right? You can see here you inserted that you can write the select statement also here. You write the select star from employee and department. You write the join XXEMP DEPT ID equal to XXEMP DEPT table DEPT ID. So then we can get the data. That data it will give the response, right? That response we are going to create the report here. Transformed data. That is what
Can
it
you
happens.
show that example as well, Vamshi, next, like after covering the.
I have not covered that example, but we will see that one. At least we'll call that URL here, something.
Okay.
Last I will show you
Thanks.
that one. But the main important topics let me complete first.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
So at this moment, any questions you can ask me, guys. So this is one of the example, guys. So first what requirement I have covered. So without a database, I have passed the parameter and I have got the response. Then second example, what I have done, file integration, simple file how we can move from one FTP to another FTP. Then I have shown large data how to handle in the OIC. And then I have explained about the multiple records, parent and child data, how we can insert to the table. So this is the basic level. So one more basic requirement I am going to cover, guys. With that, basics will be complete. Then I will start the complex integrations coming days. So then one more basics example I will cover. So that is for not there. Okay, let me go here only. Multiple REST endpoint. Single integration. Multiple REST endpoints in single integration. Multiple REST endpoints in single integration. So now in this example, so we have only one integration, only one REST endpoint, right? Did you observe? So if you run the integration, here it is coming only one REST endpoint it is coming. But if you observe, when you go to Fusion Apps OER, if you take any business object like bank or invoices, same path will be there. Get is one, same path will be there. Get is one REST endpoint. Get all is another REST endpoint. Post is another REST endpoint. So did you observe in the Fusion Apps OER in the REST endpoints how it has been designed?
Yes, okay.
One minute, guys. Why Fusion Apps OER not coming here? Okay, I think if you look at this one, Fusion Apps OER. Cloud application. Review REST API services. So if you see banks, example I'm telling you. So the path is same, right? If you see the path is same, right? This path is same, this path is same. this path is same, this path is same. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Same like we are also going to create rest and multiple rest endpoints, but different behavior. So if you look at this one, update bank, we are passing the parameter. Get a bank, we are passing the parameter. Get all, no parameters. But the path is same, right? Post means same path, we are going to pass the payload here. Did you observe here? So in Oracle also, when they developed this REST endpoints, okay, they are using only, maybe they are using different PLC or something they have used, but we don't know what exactly they have used. But they are telling only this URL you can use for insert the data. But internally, what logic they have used, no one will not know this one. But similar kind of how we can create the custom REST endpoints, multiple REST endpoints, how we can create with single integration. So multiple REST endpoints with single integration. So one is get all, post, delete. So this four we will do. Get all, post and delete. So you can do update also. Understand or not? Get means all employee data. Get all, sorry, get specific employee data. Get all means specific employee data. Get all employee data. Post means insert the data. Delete means delete the mp4. There is the specific employee data. So this we are going to update the specific employee. Understand or not? So how we are going to create multiple endpoints with these options? So that we are going to discuss. So I am going to create the new integration. Create the new integration. Create the new integration. EMPT, multiple REST endpoints. Employee department, multiple REST endpoints. Click on create. So here also I am using the trigger point, this one only. I am using this trigger point. Here I will use the read employee DPDP. So this is the one, guys. Try to configure multiple resources or works. Try to configure multiple resources or works. Once again, I will guys. So read employee department data. So select the configure multiple resources or works. So what is the maximum endpoints we can create in one REST endpoint? Maximum 11 we can do. So this is the interview question. In single integration, we can do maximum 11 endpoints. Understand or not? You can continue. First, we will do get all EMP data. Get all EMP data. Get all EMP data. Like this. Yeah. Right. And you will use your get method, and I want to receive the response. So I am not going to pass any parameters here. I am not going to send any payload here. Only I am going to receive the response. Correct, right? So get all data means we are not going to get any response, right? Sorry, we will receive the response, but we are not going to pass any payload, right?
Yes, yes.
We are not going to pass the parameters also. Only this one is required. So when I use this one, what will happen? One return activity will come. Did you observe or not?
Yes, yes, Vamshi.
Click on continue. So no parameters, and we are not going to pass any sample data here. Sample data. Okay. I think in the response we need to pass, right? In the response, so what type of structure you want to display, right? The structure you want to pass, right? No. What type of response you want to display, that you need to pass, right? Pass a sample payload response. How in response, in which format the data should come. So just example format this you know, right? You remember in the starting example also, we have passed one sample payload, right? How you want to display the data. So here also, how the employee data I want to display. So I want to display employee data in this format. Pass a sample payload here. Continue. Continue. So this is the one rest endpoint we have created. Understand or not? You add another operation. Add another operation. Continue. You are following or not, guys?
Yes, Vamshi.
Add another operation. Click on continue. Add another operation. Click on continue. Add another operation. Click on continue. So what is another operation name? Get specific employee data. Specific employee data. This function like this. Here I will use a get. So now here I am going to pass a parameter. I think here I am going to pass EMP number is the parameter. EMP number I am passing the parameter here. So now what you will do? You need to pass the parameter here, right? That means you can select this review parameter and configure to the endpoint. This is when you run this test endpoint, it will receive the response or not.
But employee details will receive.
Receive, right? Receive. So we are not going to pass any payload here. Uncheck this one. Correct, right? So based on the requirement, you need to play this one, guys. Based on the requirement, you need to play this one. Click on continue. So this is the template parameters. Click on continue. So here also you need to pass a sample payload. Sample payload you can pass. So second one added here. So next I am adding the third one. Another operation. Continue. So what is the third one? Post. So this post we already know, right? Insert mp4. Here that is post. Sorry, this one is post. So what we will do? So I'm not going to pass a parameter here.
We need to pass the payload.
We need to pass the payload here. So this time, previous example, I have not we have not got any response, right? This time I will give the response also. You remember in the last example, I have not added this checkbox, right? So stop activity came. So now this time I am adding the I am adding this checkbox so that the response will come. No confusion, right? Till now. Pass the okay request what I need to pass. Tell me, guys. Request what I need to pass.
I think get it from the previous response.
Huh?
Previous response, previous connection response, right?
Request I'm asking.
No, bank details.
Bank.
You need to pass the new employee details here.
Sorry,
That will
what
get
did you
inserted.
Whatever deriving that previous response, right, in the previous connection. I think
That is only employee. Now we are doing both, right?
okay.
See, that is only for employee, right? We are doing both here. Okay. Now you tell me, this is the request. So in this example, we are going to get the response also, right? So response also we need to get. So response, what you will do here? Status. Following, right? Continue. So three rest endpoints were added. Post done. This one delete. Delete what you will do. Click on add another operation. Continue. Delete. Data. Delete specific employee data. Delete specific employee data. We'll pass the parameter. What we will do this time, query parameter we will use, query parameter we will use, get very specific employee data. So if you pass the parameter here directly, that is called template parameter or path parameter. So this time what I will do, I will use the the response. We are not passing any payload. We are going to pass a parameter to this REST endpoint. So query parameter we will use this one. If I pass the parameter in the URL, that is called template parameter or path parameter. If you are not passing the parameter here, then that is called what is that?
Operation, it has to be delete, right?
Oh, delete only, no?
It is get, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay, delete will not work here. Post you can use.
I think you need to add slash kind of.
In the endpoint URL.
Yeah. Pass the payload. Employee number will pass the payload here. Okay.
Why delete will not work, Vamshi? Why not delete? Why post?
We will write the delete statement directly in the SQL statement. That is the reason. So when you use the delete now, it will not understand what SQL command you have written, right? That is the reason I am using post. So here I will use the query parameter. Click on add. MP number. Continue. The standard delete functionality will not work here. So that is the reason I am using the post operation. Sample. Status. Message. If you want to dynamically also you can do. If you want to do dynamical, then what you can do in the mapper you can do. You want to do this dynamic. This is now hard coding, but in the mapper level you can do dynamic also. Continue. Continue. Awesome. And go back. Request you can do this one. We pass the employee number. Status. Message. Something. So 4 endpoints we have created. Update we will do later. Okay. Continue. Yes. It will come like this. So because everywhere we have mentioned the response, right? Everywhere we have mentioned the response, that is the reason mapper created. If you have not mentioned the response, stop activity will come here. No actions will be added here. So this is coming error, right? Why it is coming error? Because we need to add each and every endpoint at the this one. This one. What is that?
Tracking.
Tracking.
Business identifier.
Business identifiers we need to add. So we will implement the logic on Monday class. So we have developed only multiple REST endpoints, but logic we need to implement. Logic we have not added here. The logic we will add on Monday class. Anything you want to ask at this moment?
The timing is 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, Vamshi?
No, only Saturday it came like that, but
Okay.
normal Monday onwards it is like that. As usual, regular timings.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.